Hello everyone, I am Erika of beadingschool.com and you are watching our special birthday No One Has to Bead Alone. Beading School and the Beading School Community is celebrating its third anniversary, third birthday. And we have prepared a beautiful community experience for you. The design that we are going to work on today will unfold on our bead mats, and we will find out while we are beading together that what is it going to be. So I think it's really exciting. Zuzi is the designer of today's motif, by the way, and I can't wait to get started. First of all, I would like to greet Georgina and Lita and Kata and Catherine and Antoinette and Asta and Gemma and Rachel. And Rachel says that she can see me and hear me on YouTube. I hope that also everyone else also watching from Facebook can hear me and see me. Please let me know. Hello, Sarah and Susan. And Faye's looking forward to the surprise design. And Ingrid is here. And Zuzi is here. And Catherine says the sound is okay. Kimberly is here. Nancy, Claire, Molly, Deb, Jennifer, Sangita, Anita, Belinda, Louisa, Cindy, Jill, Elena, and Sinya. So good to see you all. So you can watch today's surprise No One Has to Bead Alone at the same time from the Beading School YouTube channel and also from the Beading School Facebook page. Unfortunately, Facebook disabled the opportunity, the possibility to have live videos in closed groups. So we need to get used to the videos staying on the page and on the YouTube channel, because unfortunately I am not able to reach the club in an easy way with a live video. However, I think it's just a matter of time. As always, also the recordings stay online, both on the YouTube channel and also on the Facebook page. So you can also watch it afterwards. I also have a little bit of an unpleasant situation because unfortunately we couldn't make beading school run again during the day. Unfortunately, we were experiencing some unexpected problems since last Tuesday because there was a big update of the program that we are using. And we decided to upgrade to a faster server to battle with these new complications, but unfortunately, it did not come back yet and it needs some more work. So, ladies, I apologize for this inconvenience. I know that it's always like hard to deal with when the website is down, because what if someone else grabs something beautiful that you would want, but no one can reach, unfortunately, the website today. So we can all relax and focus on creating. And yeah, anyway, it's going to be a surprise design, so we don't yet need to download the tutorial. I'm going to share with you the steps one by one. And yeah, before we would start, then two things. Thank you for understanding. Like, everyone is like doing their best. Everyone is like doing what we can. It will come back. But yeah, today it's just not happening for some reason. But I have two nice things to share with you. First of all, just before joining and starting the program that I use now for broadcasting, I just had a quick peek in the Beading School Club. I always love to check in during the day multiple times that what's happening, and I saw something so beautiful that I simply have to share it and show it to you all. And this is Lita's necklace, a variation of the Eternal Starshine necklace that I designed for the Christmas season, the holiday season last year. And Lita did such a pretty variation with the velvet ribbon, and especially the 27 millimeter cabochon that she fitted inside the beautiful filigree, that even if I had only 5 minutes until the broadcast, but I was like, oh my god, for a minute I just have to slow down. And this helped me so much actually to just take some deep breath and let go of the situation with the website and just enjoy the beauty that thank you so much, Lita. And Lita said, I was worried you would be upset that I made these changes. And dear Lita, no, never. Actually, I used to say, and I think I need to repeat that more, that it's actually even a bigger pleasure to see your variations of something that I designed when you make your interpretation of it, because then I know that it was a good enough design to keep you going, to it moved something in you, and you invested the time to personalize it. So I'm just even happier if a design inspires you, if you change a color, if you add your personal solutions. So thank you for doing that. And thank you for bringing back the Zen mood after all the techie issues today. It is indeed a masterpiece, as Jackie says. And lovely ladies, beyond also Lita's beautiful necklace. When I see the lovely comments that you live for each other and you celebrate each other's successes, that also makes me feel really oh my god, this is beautiful. So thank you for doing that, everyone. And absolutely, Susan, we encourage you ladies to fly. And Deb was asking earlier if I will go slow enough to follow this design without having the PDF instructions. I will do my best. And also Zuzi's illustrations will be on the screen. So I will also, I'm slow today, so don't worry. It's also super nicely drawn by Zuzi, and an eye-catching but easy to bead model. So everyone will succeed, I'm sure. And something else that I wanted to note, that this design that we are going to work on, it's also the celebration of the colors of Beading School that represent the whole community and the values that we stand for. So Zuzi beaded original, in Beadingschool colors, in pink, in turquoise, and yellow. And I'm going to do the same. And I'm also curious if you chose Beadingschool colors for today or something else. The tutorial, it will be available. You will be able to download it as usually. Either grab it through the Bead shop or download it as a gift from us for 3 days, starting from whenever the website comes back finally. So you will have it, ladies. And we will, of course, let you know in the club and everywhere when the website is back. And just a little repetition of the meaning of the colors. We also today communicated it, wrote about it on the Beadingschool Facebook page, because it is important for us very much, that the meaning of the 3 colors also that you can see in the Beadingschool mandala. Pink stands for compassion, yellow stands for positivity, and turquoise stands for creativity. And those are the 3 values joining all of us. Yosin prepared Beadingschool colors. Gunel joined us. Lita is using Beadingschool colors. And Sarah too. Joanna joined us. Niti is going for Beadingschool colors. So we will have lots of Beadingschool celebration when you post your lovely pictures. But now it's time to check the material list and to see if we have everything. And also I had an idea how to switch to hand camera and illustrations. So let's see how it works. So I will try to switch my camera, and afterwards, please let me know if you can still hear me. So you should be able to see now my bead mat, but the question is if you can still hear me. I see dear Corinne and Jana is also working with Beadingschool colors. I love that you put in the little hearts. And I will also try to put on. You can hear me! Oh my god! This is amazing. We figured it out. I have then, a different format of the material list. So this is the best that I can do. But Zuzi, Niti, we can go back to the square format with the material list and everything. Amazing. Shadow on the bead mat. It's me. It's my shadow. But I will do my best to show it to you nicely. It's not mirrored. Wonderful. So what do we need for today's surprise motif? The center of the motif is an 8mm Preciosa chaton. Zuzi is asking if she shall convert it again. Let's leave it like this. Please relax, Zuzi, now. You really deserve it. So 8mm chaton in the middle from Preciosa. Then SuperDuo beads, 12 pieces of them for one motif, one of our most beloved bead shapes. Then we need 3mm fire polished beads, 6 pieces for one motif. Then we need 3mm Preciosa bicone beads, again 6 pieces. Magic number will be 6 this time. And from the seed beads we need 2 colors of size 15s, 1 color of size 11 round Miyuki seed beads, and then 1 color of Miyuki Delica, size 11. So that's what we need today, and let's start beading. Yeah, the bead mat is empty for now, but I will start beading now. And this is the first step. So we need 6 pieces of the 3mm fire polished beads and 6 pieces of the first color of the size 15 Miyuki seed beads. We start with a seed bead and we pick them up interchangeably. So 1 size 15 seed bead and 1 3mm fire polished beads. And we are also introducing some improvements to the tutorials. So from now on, the tutorials will also include that we beading school designers make for you, that how much fire line do you need. And for this, I measured about 80 centimeters of fire line. Dear Zuzi, if you can tell me how much is it in inches, I will be grateful. I forgot to... Oh, 32. You're amazing. So I have the 6 pieces of fire polished beads and 6 pieces of size 15 Miyuki round seed beads on my needle. I will join them all now into a circle, and I leave, as always, a 10-12 centimeter long tail. It's about 5-6 inches that I will secure and trim later. I bead through all the 12 beads, 6 round 15s and 6 fire polished beads one more time. I like to have a strong, steady base for my motifs. So theoretically, it would be enough to bead only through the first bead to join them into a circle, but I like to have it steady. So I bead through everything one more time, and then, since I started with a size 15, but I want to finish step 1 by exiting a fire polished bead, so I bead through 2 beads now. A size 15 and the first 3mm fire polished bead that I picked up in the beginning. So this is what I have. And lovely ladies, now since we don't have the tutorial online, I would like to please ask you to give me even more feedback how it's going than usual. Is it going well for now? Please, always when I finish a step, I will ask, was it okay? And please tell me in a comment if it was okay. Because naturally, if I will be on step 3, I can't go back to show step 1 again. So we need to keep on track with each other. And hi, dear Angelina and Louisa and Brigitte. I'm really happy that so many of you, 86 beaders, are enjoying the surprise no one has to bead alone together now. Louisa says, so far so good. Kimberly also says that very good. Lita says, thumbs up. And Angelina says, quality of video best yet. Oh my God. So after all the trouble in January, February, March, April, we finally are back with steady videos in good quality. And it's time to see what's happening in step 2. In step 2, we are going to add a bunch of seed beads. Size 15 in the second color if you wish to use 2 colors, and also size 11 Miyuki Delica beads. So I start, okay, Zuzi, you had a trick here. I actually need to exit a size 15. So first I bead through a size 15, or I made a mistake and mistook it that I need to exit a fire polished. Anyway, easy. I went through a size 15 Miyuki seed bead, and now I pick up 2 Miyuki seed beads, size 15, and 1 Miyuki Delica, size 11. I have the 3 seed beads on my thread, and then I bead back through the 2 size 15s. I pull my thread fully, and I bead through 3 beads to get into the position to repeat this. This is what we are going to repeat 5 more times all around the motif. And to get into position, I bead through the size 15 that I was exiting before picking up the seed beads. I bead through a fire polished bead, and I bead through the next size 15 seed bead. So we are creating kind of like a little spider again, but or bug with 6 legs. Now, exiting the next size 15, I pick up 2 more size 15s and a Delica bead. With the 3 seed beads on my thread, I bead back through 2 size 15s, and then again I bead through 3 beads that I added in step 1. Size 15 that I was exiting just a little while ago, a fire polished bead, and another size 15. And Angelina is complimenting Zuzi on her interesting thread path. And indeed, such a great way of bezeling. Zuzi, you did a great job with this again. For a little while, I didn't, or for like quite some time, I haven't beaded a design from Zuzi, and I actually really missed it. So I'm so happy that she surprised us with today's cute motif. So I will do this 4 more times, and Angelina says that step 2 is also very clear for her. I'm super happy about that. But I have now 89 beaders watching from all the channels. So lovely beaders, I need 88 more answers. I have only one, Angelina. 88 more answers. Is it going well for you? Linda just knocked her bead mat on the floor. Oh no. I hate it when it's happening. Of course, I'm doing it regularly, and then the sound of the beads, it's I hope that you will not lose anything really valuable, Linda. I'm getting in answers. I'm getting answers. Mektab is joining us. Marcy is also here. And she says she's only watching today, but it's understandable for her. I'm very happy about that, Marcy. Indeed, Zuzi's instructions, drawings are so easy to follow. Belinda says she loves the technique. Claire says pretty well so far. Susan will also bead later. Ooh, Zuzi says She's beading something that's only for my eyes at the moment. Dear Zuzi, is it the thing that we talked about today? Please, please, please send me a picture if it is. If it isn't, still send me a picture, okay? I'm super curious. Rachel is doing good too. Gemma will bead later. Anita is watching now. Gail is watching from Illinois. Hi, Gail. She says excellent instructions, and Susie has a big yes for my question. She's the worst teaser now. She's worse now than me because she's teasing me. Is the biggest teaser supposed to be teased? It's not nice. And Neeti says she likes her colors so far. Robin is picking colors at the moment. Gunel is watching. Zuzi is complimenting me on being a good teacher. I like it when you are complimenting me for being a good teacher for beadwork, but not teasing. You know what's funny? That I'm using my phone as my second camera. And I forgot to disable my chat and everything else for the broadcast. So if you pop me a picture now, I will see it on my phone while beading. Aniko is here. So I made the 6th leg of my little creature, whatever it is becoming. And after finishing the 6th leg, I finish by beading through a fire polished bead. So this is how it looks like at the moment. It's a super happy looking creature. Gail well wishes. And hi, dear Manuela. So good to see you. Just in time for the best part of the instructions, dear Manuela, when we are popping in the chaton finally. So first, to get into position, I bead through the round 15 added in step 1 that is sitting in between the fire polished beads. Then I bead through 2 that I picked up in step 2, and then I bead also through the Miyuki Delica sitting at the end of the little leg. And what I'm going to do here is to join the Miyuki Delicas with some more beads. Ladies, could you follow? Did I explain it well? How to get in position for joining the Delica beads? Gunnar says she loves how it's coming together. And hi, Cosima. And Susan says it's fun to have a mystery. No one has to bead alone. Faye says it makes perfect sense. So Sarah also says it's okay. So then let's continue. So what we need, and first leave it loose. We will pull everything tight when we have all the beads in place. So we are going to join the Miyuki Delicas always with pairs of size 15 Miyuki seed beads. And I'm leaving it loose for now. I'm returning to my first color, but it's completely up to you that if you would like to have a more unified look with one color of seed beads, or if you would like to have 2 colors of seed beads, like I do and how Zuzi did. Gemma says that the explanations were understandable for her. I'm happy. Heather also likes the surprise. Angelina also finds it exciting. And Terry, she says, I love learning all these bezels. Thank you, Zuzi. Indeed, a little while ago, when I asked that what kind of tutorials would you like to have, like which materials should we use more, for which type of bead shape of cabochon or cabochon do you need more tutorials, more inspiration, then some of you said that you would like to learn more bezels besides peyote and square stitch. So this feels like Zuzi made your wish come true immediately. And now I'm going to pop in the chaton. The chaton sits with its back on the ring, on the circle of fire polished beads. I will hold it with my thumb, and when I pull all my beads, then the seed beads will come up on the edge of the chaton on the top. And I will repeat this thread path through the pairs of Miyuki size 15s and the Delicas one more time. So that's a personal thing, that when do you feel that the bezel is safe and sturdy. So I will go all around one more time. Martina says it's a perfect bezel. It is. Belinda says lovely zip up. Face as cute as a button. And Claire is here. Catherine says, very clear, I like to reinforce too. Niti is asking if the seed beads are on the top. Indeed, the fire polished beads, they are at the bottom. The seed beads are on the top. And by the way, ladies, did you notice the custom coated AB chaton that I'm using? It's actually a memory of last year's birthday. No one has to bead alone, because that's when we had it. We custom coated for you a bunch of Preciosa chatons. You might remember that during the birthday week we had 3 colors, and this was one of them. And hi, Ludka! And Claire says, don't know what you are working on, but it looks gorgeous. And you know what's fun, Claire? That no one knows what we are working on, because this is a surprise. No one has to bead alone. So it's like we wanted to have it like a fun community experience, that the motif is unfolding at the same time on our bead mats. No one can cheat and bead it in advance because the tutorial is available an hour earlier, or just go faster, but we have to do it together. So it's really fun, I think. Anita says the chaton is of a beautiful color. Oh, and Zuzi also used for her prototype a chaton from last year's little Preciosa bag. Robin also has some of those. Ludka is cooking in the meanwhile. Angelina says, so funny how you say that beading in advance is cheating. Well, I'm doing my best to teach, but then I feel obsolete. If like everyone did it in advance, then I'm like, okay, it's beautiful to see all the variations, but it just feels good to do it together. So now I'm happy with my bezel. So I'm showing it. This is how it looks from the back, fire polished beads and in between size 15s. From the front, we have the pairs of round 15s and the Delica. And then the sides are covered also by pairs of size 15s. And we finish by beading through one size 15 out of 2. And hi, Katya. And let's see what's happening in step 4. So now we are going to add some more size 15 seed beads, always in between 2 size 15s of a same pair. So I'm exiting one size 15, I pick up another one in a different color slightly, and then I bead through size 15, Delica, size 15. And I do the same 5 more times. Christy is asking if later it will be available. Yes, dear Christy, both on the YouTube channel and on the Facebook page it will be available. And also if you go back on the YouTube channel, then you will find all the sessions from the past 3 years. So there is lots of beading to do. Lots of beading that you can do until you are waiting for next week's edition. So, lovelies, step 4. Is it okay for you? Is it working well for you? So we are adding size 15s in between 2 size 15s of the same pair. The lady is there, Judy, hi, and so Heather and Kimberly are talking about adding a post earring to this backside, and that's a great idea. Oh, thanks, Gunnar. I'm glad that you find it easy. So I'm adding my 4th size 15. And my 5th size 15. And after my 5th size 15, I bead through a size 15 and a Delica. And since I pulled my thread really well for the bezel, then I'm not going to force my way again through more beads, how I would normally do, but I think I went tighter than normally. But either you can repeat the thread path a little bit, as Zuzi is showing on the instructions, or stop after adding the last 6th new size 15. What's important that we need to get in position by first stopping after a Miyuki Delica bead, then beading down to the bottom of the bezel through 2 size 15s, and Angelina, I'm using the tulip 11s. So I'm beading through 2 size 15s on the side, and then I get into position by beading through a size 15 seed bead and a 3mm fire polished bead. So I want to finish step 4 by beading through a 3mm fire polished bead in the foundation. And this, I already love the look of it. It can indeed become a small earring. Okay, I just pricked myself, so I'm bleeding a bit on camera. Sorry about that. So it can become a component for a bracelet. You can join several of them into a bigger motif. And I love the lace-like effect of all the size 15s. But what's important now, that we finish step 4 by beading through a 3mm fire polished bead. And now let's look into step 5. We are going to add some more seed beads in between the fire polished beads. So I'm exiting a fire polished bead in the base of the bezel. I pick up 3 seed beads, Delica, size 15, Delica. And with these 3 seed beads on my needle, I bead through the next fire polished bead, skipping the size 15 that I added in step 1. I arrange the beads in a way so they form a little V shape and sit nice and neat. And dear Judy, if you are behind, don't worry. You will be able to watch the recording once it ends. And also the PDF tutorial will be available later to download from beadingschool.com or no-one-has-to-bead-alone.com. Unfortunately, we have a server problem today, so we need a bit more time for the website to come back. And lovelies, please let me know how is step 5 going. We are adding groups of 3 seed beads in between the fire polished beads. And again, when we finish this step, I think it will also be a possibility, if you want a smaller motif or join the motifs in a different way, to stop at this point. I love these kinds of motifs when you have so many variations available for you. Catherine says that step 5 is fine. Angelina also says that it's turning out beautifully. I'm really happy about that, and thank you, ladies, for letting me know how it's going. It feels really good when I know that what's happening, if you're all right. So please also tell me when it's going well. Also, of course, your questions, if you happen to have one. And I will finish this step by adding the 6th group of Delica size 15 Delica. And I went silent because I'm reading Eleanor's comment and I'm about to cry. Dear Helena, thank you so much for what you wrote. Thank you. Love you all. I will not read it aloud. I will put it on screen, because otherwise I will surely end up crying. Thank you so much. And you ladies created the community. We created it together. And thank you. So I want to finish step 5 by repeating the start of the thread path until I am exiting the size 15 sitting in the middle of this second group that I have just added. So this is how it looks like, and this is where my thread is hanging, exiting a size 15 in the middle of a group of 3 beads. Is this going well, ladies? If yes, then let's see what's happening in step 6. Finally, we are adding the SuperDuos. I know that the SuperDuos are the favorite bead shape of many of you. So one fun part was to add the chaton in the middle, of course, and now we are playing with the SuperDuos finally. We will add all 12 that we need for one motif in one step, and always please make sure that both holes of the SuperDuos are nice and empty. Sometimes they can be clogged. So take a quick peek at them, or quickly push your needle through both holes before you would attach them permanently. So exiting a size 15, pick up size 15 in your first color, 2 SuperDuos, and then one more size 15. So we will add groups of 4 beads, 2 small, 2 big in the middle, starting with a size 15, then 2 SuperDuos, then another size 15, and then I bead through the next size 15 seed bead that I added during the previous step. And these 4 fill the distance perfectly, and the pairs of SuperDuos will be like petals around the bezel. So a super nice flowery springy design. And we will repeat it all around the motif 6 times all together. And please let me know how it's going. Terry says it looks like such a pretty flower. Indeed. I have to admit that I have seen the end result, because I saw Zuzi's picture on one hand. When she designed it, I had to approve it by a big exclamation of like, oh my god, this is beautiful, we want to bead it during No One Has to Bead Alone, Zuzi. Please, please, please draw these instructions for us. And then I also beaded it one time before today's workshop to make sure that I understand it well and I can help you well. And it's really a pretty springy, happy design. Linda is asking if the website is down. Unfortunately, it is. Like, this is not the first server upgrade that we did. I apologize for the inconvenience. We did server upgrades multiple times during the past. Sometimes you ladies don't even notice because it's normally like 2 minutes, and that's how it was supposed to be today. But of course it was not. It had to be during the birthday week. So I really apologize for that. Hopefully tomorrow when we wake up, then all will be well. And we will also bead through the first 2 groups that we added now. So let's repeat the thread path a little bit. When we repeat the first part of the thread path, after finishing adding new beads, then the tension in the thread is distributed better. So if we would start adding beads right away, then there would be a risk that the first one is pulled more than the others. But if we repeat part of the thread path, then the tension will be distributed and the motif will stay nicer. So we need to bead through the first two groups of beads, and we finish by exiting a group of seed bead, SuperDuos, and one more seed bead. And then let's look at step 8. In step 8, I bead through the seed bead that I added together with the Delica beads. So I will pick up new beads after beading through the seed bead in the second color sitting between the Delicas. And now I pick up round 15, 3mm fire polished bead, and one more round 15. Step 7, yes. And I bead back through the fire polished bead and round 15. And to get into position for the next repetition, I bead through the size 15 that I was just exiting, sitting between the Delica beads. So this will be like a little picot hanging from that seed bead. Then I bead through a group of beads that I added during the previous step, seed bead, SuperDuo, SuperDuo, seed bead, and again I need to bead through the seed bead in the second color that is sitting in between the Delica beads. Add it in step 5, I believe. And this is when I repeat, adding the picot again. So seed bead, fire polished bead, seed bead on my needle. I let everything fall where it belongs, and then I bead back through fire polished bead and the first round 15. I bead through the size 15 sitting between the Delicas. I bead through the whole group of size 15 SuperDuo, SuperDuo size 15, and then again through the size 15, sitting between the Delica beads. Ladies, this is a bit trickier step than the others. Please let me know if this was clear for you. I will do it 4 more times, so 4 more chances for you to hear my explanation if you need that. And Faces says, such a lovely soft shade of pink for the SuperDuo. Thank you so much, Faye. Like, this is from the series of the chalk white based beads. There are many variations: chalk white pink, chalk white purple, chalk white teal, and lots of bead shapes are available in these colors: SuperDuos, fire polished beads, round beads, shaped beads, lots of shaped beads, and they are one of my favorite groups, families of colors. And niti, of course. So before picking up the picot, we need to cross the size 15 that we picked up together with the Delica beads. It was the group of Delica size 15 Delica. So I'm exiting that size 15 in the middle. Actually, when you look at your motif like this, then you will see that there are 3 size 15s and 2 Delica beads here, this bunch. But if I was connecting the picot to this one or this one, then it would be pushed towards the side, I need to exit the seed bead in the middle exactly. So the picot made from more seed beads and the fire polished bead is exactly in the middle of this part. Oh, Molly is also using chalk white pink. How fun. The round drop duos also come in the chalk white family. I think wax solos. I'm pretty sure about, oh my god, the star-shaped two-hole bead. I'm having like a brain freeze. I don't remember the name. Vibe Duo. Also. And Niti, this could I help you? Could you identify which bead do you need to exit before picking up the picot? And thank you so much, Kimberly. So I'm doing my 5th picot, exiting the round 15, sitting in between the Delica beads. I pick up size 15, fire polished size 15. Oh, and size 15 at the bottom level. We added groups of Delica size 15 Delica in between the fire polished beads at the bottom. And that's where we are adding now also more beads on the bottom level. This is how it looks like from the back. Very pretty, actually. And I'm adding my 6th final picot now. Size 15, fire polished bead. Size 15. I bead back through fire polished and size 15. And I bead through the size 15 holding the picot one more time. So this is how it looks like at the moment. Indeed, faces it would look awesome with a pure chaton. And let's see what's happening in step 8. Ooh, adding bicones. So I need to repeat again a little bit of the thread pass through the group of size 15, 2 SuperDuos size 15. And then I also bead through the size 15 holding the picot. Then I bead up. Oh, sorry, I need to finish after a SuperDuo. So I also bead until I'm exiting the second of a pair of SuperDuo. And then I turn to the opposite direction by beading through the outside hole of the SuperDuo. Now I will be adding bicone beads, 3mm bicone beads in between the SuperDuos belonging to the same pair. Mine is a topaz matte Preciosa bicone bead. I love the matte finishes. And then I add a group of size 11 round seed bead and size 15 round Miyuki seed bead between the outside hole of the SuperDuo and the round 15 sitting on top of the fire polished bead. Now, same group, opposite order, size 15, size 11, and I bead through a SuperDuo, and then a bicone bead in between the two SuperDuos. And again, size 11, size 15, then I bead through this size 15 sitting on top of the fire polished bead, size 15, size 11, and I bead through a SuperDuo, and I repeat this all around the motif. And Dielsin says, I love your teaching too, but Nitti did a wonderful do when you were in Mexico. Again, thanks, Nitti. Indeed, all the ladies who stepped up when I got sick, Zuzi, Andrea, Nitti, they did amazing job. Actually, with Nitti, we were already back then discussing that one day she will join me and she will teach some classes. We just didn't expect it to happen that fast. And she will again return to meet you. So she will be back teaching. She's doing an amazing job with designing and teaching. So I'm really happy that you enjoyed it. Susan says that the mystery motif is gorgeous. I couldn't agree more. And Catherine says, I think it's almost better when someone else beats the designer's tutorial because it feels like we are learning together. Indeed, it is fun. And like you have one kind of explanation then in the PDF, and maybe you get a different kind of, slightly different kind of, different way of explanation during the video. And it's nice to absorb the same knowledge in different ways. Then we learn easier, I think. This week, you will actually have, there are lots of interesting things happening at Beading School because we are celebrating the community's 3rd birthday. And there will be one more possibility for you to join a live video session. It will be different than the usual ones. So the members of the Beading School Club and or Beading School Academy students will have an exclusive opportunity to join a Zoom call during which Andrea will welcome you to the Beading School treasury where your shinies are being packaged, and you can meet part of the team during this Zoom call. This won't be recorded. You have to be there to enjoy it. So this is coming on Saturday at the same time as today's video. And you will find the link in the Beading School Club and also in the virtual classroom of the Beading School Academy. We will not post it on the page or YouTube. This is going to be an exclusive opportunity for our clubbers and students. And I repeat a bit from the thread path, and then I stop after beading through size 11 and 2 size 15 seed beads. And then step 9. Zuzi is showing us how it looks like when she attached the earring hook. So our motif is ready now, and I'm super happy with how mine came together. I can bead a full pair of earrings now. This is my prototype when I was learning how to bead it, and then this is what I made now together with you. And I can't wait to see all your variations in the Beading School Club a little bit later today. And I would like to thank everyone for your kindness and motivation for each other today. It was a really, really memorable No One Has to Bead Alone birthday. No One Has to Bead Alone today. So thank you so much, dear ladies. I'll switch back just for a second to my face to say goodbye. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Zuzi, for the beautiful design. And please keep them coming to the Beading School Club, and we will let you know when the site is back and you can download the PDF. Thanks, everyone. Take care.